Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a second-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say in.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
49er ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The 41-yard line.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, that's good.
Here's White. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll run for it. This is White. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They'll run with White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
To George Kittle.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, 49ers.
Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Third down. And 4 yards to go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
To Tevin.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st down, San Francisco.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Niners 12. Patriots nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big play that time on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his 1st half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's a run with Mostert. Now a toss going left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So this time the conversion is good after a pair of failed 2-point tries. Charles, they're 1 for 3 now.
And you would figure with 3 touchdowns scored, your minimum number of points would be 21, right? 3 extra points. And as you noted, they went for 2 twice, didn't get it. Went here again. This reminds me of something a coach told me a while ago. They have more 2-point plays on their ready sheet nowadays than ever before. It used to be like 1 or 2. Now most teams have up to 6 or 7 that they have at the ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now a toss going left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
It's a run with Mostert. Here's a toss coming right. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
34. Patriots nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that make...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel as time expires in the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. And now this will be the final play of the half as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it.
Niners 42. Patriots nothing.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Oshesky on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Cam Newton.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, D.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes. Julian Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
42. Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Richie James on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
45-yard line.
Play action. Garoppolo. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive with White. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Third down.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now left side on the swing pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Yards. But it's now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe win.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Off play action. Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Newton. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. He showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
2nd.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
49er offense set to get this drive underway. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question, now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's good.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10, Newton again. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
For a Patriot.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. A shotgun snap for Newton. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one.
And at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
Today's final score, Niners.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the win moves them up to 5-2.